as global ambassador for Paul Mitchell, it put me in a position to be that middle guy, the guy that's between the factory and the distributor and the salon and the staff. So I can bridge that gap with all of those components. Um, I remember when I was in beauty school, Paul had a salon. I think it was called Super, Super Hair, or something like that. And I remember going to visit Paul's salon. I never realized that I would really meet him years later, but I had a chance to represent the United States of America and London, England at the Alternative Hair Show.
Mm.
So 5,000 people in the audience. And that moment they introduced all the teams, they said Floyd Kenyatta, USA. Well, I did not realize that Paul, who was still alive, and John Paul, who was his business partner and co-founder of the company, that they were in the audience. So after the show, they connected with me, and they were like, they said, Paul said, Floyd, when we heard a black guy represent America, we said, we need to talk to that guy. Now they were doing 65 million at that time. Okay, so they called me. John Paul said, "Hey Floyd, would you mind coming to Beverly Hills to go to dinner, to go to lunch?" And I said, "Sure. We'd like to talk to you." And they flew me out. Their limousine picked me up. We went to La Dome restaurant on Sunset Boulevard. The meeting lasted about 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, Floyd, we're doing $65 million. We do not have no black educators, no black salons, nothing, not just zero, just only 7 products and not diverse enough. And they asked me would I test the product and give them some feedback. I said, yeah. They sent me the product. I tested the product. I said, your product's so wonderful. If the hair is healthy, straight, it's wonderful. But if it's kinky, dry, dull, brittle, damaged, they said, no one never told us that before. And they asked me would I help them develop their product line to make it more diverse. And I agreed. So I worked with a Dr. DeSalvo, and we worked to create the relaxer, foam and pomade, super strengthener, seal and shine, just several products that was more suitable for textured hair. And that was how I got that niche of global ambassador. Okay.
Love that.
And even going back, and this was 1989.
Okay.
So going back to 1989, but when I met with them, I had my own product line. Okay. But I also had one Rolls Royce when I met with them. And you ever heard the saying that when you got it, you can get it?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, it's very true.
Yeah.
And but when I joined the company, I did not come on board as an employee. I came on board as a partner. So I was able to get 5% from the as royalties on the products that I have created. But even back in 1989, even then when I came on board, I was able to have a base salary of $120,000.
Okay.
And
Nice.
so it's good. And so you're able to travel the world, you're able to go to other countries, educate. And one philosophy that I created during that time was, and because there was a barrier there, black and white. And with that barrier, my first challenge was to take non-black people to remove that barrier of black hair, white hair, black hair. Okay. And so I told everybody, it's like, no, everybody needs to be recertified. Okay. Hair is not black or white. It's kinky, curly, wavy, or straight, and we use that to help grow the product and the company from 65 million to $1 billion.
Mm.
So to actually be in the nucleus of that movement, I can call myself an icon
Yes.
because it was a power move, and that's something else that I can add to me is that's outstanding that I was able to accomplish.